Alright, so what are we doing today, Natalie?
We're gonna fix my terrible hair color right now.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've cut it or dyed it.
Natalie is getting her hair done today with me, and look at this. This is like, oh my god, girl. What is going on with your hair? So she's quite brassy right now. We're aiming to be a little bit blonder. And we're gonna touch up her roots. Let's see the front part. Yeah, show me the roots, girl. Show me the roots. Look at that. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to section Natalie's hair into 4 sections, and I just want to make sure that the application is really clean. I am using Wella in the color 6-1 and 7-1 half and half with 20 volume developer, and that is the ash base brown color. One thing that you have to learn in Asia is that while you are coloring dark hair, you want to make sure that you understand what the underlying pigment of, each level is. And around the 5 to 7 level, the color lifts quite warm usually, and so you want to use a lot of ash into the color just to neutralize that redness that's going to be coming out in the color. So I'm basically applying the color right on top of all the regrowth and then slightly dusting it into the coppery brown color that was previously done, and making sure that just kind of neutralizes the color a little bit, so that way it is nice and even when I start ombreing and highlighting afterwards. So I apply this for about 25 minutes and let it sit and process, and once it is done I am going to shampoo and condition, and I am blow drying it straight before I start the next step in this video. Bam! It is done. You guys, got the fastest download of this coloring process. I've already straightened and blow dried Natalie's hair after the color has been rinsed out. You can see that the roots and the banding is quite even now, and also from the previous color it is less coppery, it's a little bit more on a neutral side, so I'm pretty happy with the results. So I am just trimming her ends and keeping it nice and healthy for the next step that I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight and do some ombreing into the hair, and also do some low lighting just to kind of like neutralize some of the brassy color that was left behind. And she hasn't been seeing me for 4 to 5 months, so her hair has been a mess. Girl, we're gonna touch the ombre up and freshen all that up in just a minute. So for Natalie's haircut, I am just dusting the ends and giving her some very long layers through the haircut. One of the biggest things in Asia is to fight humidity for hair, and having super short layers and all that stuff, it just doesn't work in Asia. If you guys want some tips and ideas of what to do in the humidity to protect your hair from frizzing up, and certain haircuts that work best in Asia, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll gladly do some tutorials or explanation for you guys. So once I start highlighting, I'm just gently backcombing the roots and doing a very small weaving pattern using a tin foil and 40 volume and Wella lightener, and also some Olaplaex #1 into the bleach, and that way it will protect the hair and also lift the hair really gently. So by backcombing the roots, what's happening here is you're diffusing the roots and giving it a very soft finishing. I'm taking 1-inch sections here, and I am backcombing each section and leaving some hair in between for dimension. So I'm working my way up all the way to the top of the head, and I'm alternating different sizes of highlights. Some may be a little bit chunkier and some may be a little bit finer, just to add some interest in the weaving pattern. I'm repeating the same technique throughout the whole head, but there are a couple of things that I usually do on colors like this, because you want to keep the color quite diffused. So backcombing is a really good technique to do that, and also I take a diagonal sections, and depending on the angle of the head, I might alter the way that I section out the hair, but diagonal sectioning patterns are great for diffusion. Moving to the front, I've also added some low lighting in 871 with 1.9 in Wella, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Now that Natalie is looking like a real hot alien mess from outer space, I let this process for about 30 minutes, and after processing time, I toned it with 916 and 1.9 developer, also in Wella color. If you guys want to see how it looks like, you'll see it in just a second.
So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. You can also leave me a comment down below if you guys have any questions. You can follow me on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all under Kwan. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!